Hi, my name is Amy Allen. I live in Spearfish, South Dakota. And I wanted to take a few minutes this afternoon to talk to you about ethics as they relate to your future jobs or future career paths. So, prior to living in Spearfish, I lived out in California and I worked for an oil and gas company. I was an environmental project manager for them. So, my job, I was assigned sites all around the state where we had oil and gas contamination in either the soil or the groundwater. So, it was my job to talk with the property owners, let them know the extent of the contamination, and let them know how we could clean it up and the time frame for cleaning it up. And then at the same time, I had to work with the state environmental regulatory agency to make sure that my company and I were following all of the applicable environmental regulations during the cleanup process. So it was important that I build trust with the property owners as well as the regulatory agencies so that they knew that I was holding their best interests in mind as I made my decisions. So as you get into high school, maybe you hold your first job or you graduate and start working or go to college. Maybe you start working in college to help support yourself. It's important to remember that you're not always going to have a manager or a boss overlooking every decision you make, but you still need to be making the right decisions that follow the rules of your company and also are ethical for you to be making. So, they say that you can really make a decision with your gut, so what feels right. So that's how I think of ethics is, am I making the decision that really sits right with me when I think back on it? So it's important that you make ethical decisions in your career because that builds trust with your coworkers, with your managers, with your bosses, and also with your clientele. So people want to be return customers if they know they're working with a trustworthy employee. And at the same time, those ethical decisions benefit you because you'll be seen as an employee who is trustworthy and they can be relied upon to make good decisions on a daily basis. So your career path will advance farther because you'll be seen as someone who they want to keep promoting within their company. So I hope that gives you a few things to think about as you get older, start to take on jobs, and eventually turn that job into a career and realize the ethics in that job are really important even when no one is watching.